Hello gamers and welcome back to Let's Play Imperator Rome with the Livy patch 1.3. It's a preview version. And yeah, we play as Rome. And things are about to start, so if you want an overview of the basics and of the new patch and previous patches and everything that I can remember, take a look at the first episode. And here now we have to wait, basically. The Navy has nothing to do, the cohorts neither. I will possibly 0% attrition, that's good. I would be above the supply limit here already. Still like a military map mode. Fortifications map mode, that's helpful. Let's actually move here. Wait. Supply limit 18, okay, that says supply limit 15. Wait with Legion 1, 15 gives 0.3 attrition, but I'm not above the supply limit, am I? 15 is 15, right? Okay, what's our action type here actually? Padma Viewer is, I think, new. Yeah, let's go for shock action with our heavy infantry. I'm not going to buy anything else because I think I'd rather build another army or improve my army. While the game is slowly running, okay, there's already the first thing, sounding out the opposition. Debate has raged for many years over our rocky relationship with the nation-states resident in Magna Graecia. Campania, a nation many in Rome call a friend, stands well placed to provide us with assistance in our endeavors to control Magna Graecia. Many of our more warlike advisors, however, seem intent on burning all bridges and laying waste to Calectean lands in an effort to further advance our cause. So, we must maintain towards a more peaceful approach in our dealings in Magna Graecia, or let them know that their land is in our sights, or a more warlike approach, that's the question. So, what is our current relationship with Calectea? Okay, it's very far down in the south. Calectea, a nation many in Rome called friend. Where again is that? Calectea. Ah, it's up here. The tiny red thing. Do they like us? Hellenic. Defensive league with Sicily and Tindaria. They don't really like us, do they? Many would call a friend. I don't call them a friend, they dislike us. It's in our sights. Let's go for the warlike approach. I think that Samnium, political map mode. Yeah, I don't quite like how the color is changing now. So this is all Samnium. I click here, it kind of shows me the province and it changes the color. It's a bit odd. They're building supply trains here. I potentially need supply trains as well. An envoy from the Italic local power of Liburnia is requesting to import wine from Latium. Huh. We would gain an army maintenance cost bonus, but would we not also lose... Okay, I've got enough wine, so let's actually accept it. And where's... Let's pause it. And city-state of Anconia, they want the same. Or Ancona. So where's which? So this one is Liburnia. Would be up here. And Ancona would be here. I think I'd rather trade with Liburnia because they will become a target eventually. Or do they like us a lot? No, they don't. Okay, unpause. Currently I'm making a profit of 3.29. The matter of Magna Graecia. The region of Magna Graecia has remained a valuable source of trade and commerce for our nation for many long years. Many amongst the Senate insist that such a bountiful land would serve much better purpose if fully integrated under the Roman banner. Of course, as with all matters of state, many are in opposition, claiming that a healthy relationship with our neighbors is far more important than a wanton land grab. The leaders of each side have presented their arguments and asked for an arbitration as to which method would be more appropriate in our dealings with the various states resident. They are actually from the same family. Belong friendliness? No. Magna Graecia would indeed prosper under our rule. Lucius, he's our military guy, would lose some loyalty, but he's very loyal. Yeah, he's the Prefectus Militaris and doesn't want to go to war. Because it means work, I guess. Now what I'd like to know, can I see somewhere something about their army strength? Manpower cohorts. They only have 4 cohorts. And they have an alliance with Apulia. Which should be this one, right? Yeah. And Apulia okay. Here we go. Apulia has 5 cohorts, so we should be able to beat them easily. Okay, it says Rome because they are my subject. And I've got these 12 units plus my allies, or subjects rather. Okay, here's the mission progress bar, that's nice. I think the fleet won't do anything right now. Select unit objective. Independent. Transport armies, hunt fleets. Reconnaissance, no, we don't need that. Toggle unit types. Disband, create new units. Okay, I think we just need to wait now. Stability is increasing. Split in half. Detach. Force march. Detachment's not allowed. That's good, because it's otherwise they would suffer. Attrition. A mercantile request. From Lucius, who likes me a bit. Oh, he's still quite loyal, actually. Collection of oh, that's a different Lucius. He's posthumous, not Cornelius. A collection of dissatisfied senators who have significant assets in trading fleets, mercantile ventures and wholesalers have convinced to lobby us on their behalf, demanding that we set aside additional protection for trading routes in and around our nation. Their request is unsubtly accompanied by a promise of support for legal matters that we might propose in the near future. A fair trade? That would cost me sailors, or it would actually cost me manpower, because unlike in Europe Universalis, there's one manpower pool. We even get some manpower from subjects. Let's do it. We need some more support. But do I want to change laws actually? Do I? I still haven't reached a maximum here. Moral of armies and manpower recovery speed. Why would I change that law? Don't want to change it now. Assembly endorsement. Tribal assembly reduces monthly corruption. State religion happiness. Omen power. Well, I think I don't want to change any laws anytime soon. For sure not in the next 2 years. We cannot spare them. Sorry. From Pompeii and Campania. Recently we have seen that our high priest, Publius Cornelius Barbatus, as well as those under his charge, have been doing a disappointing job. It seems people having issues with them keep reporting back to us how difficult they are to work with. When talking to the man, he claims it is simply a matter of bureaucracy being difficult and that the funds for his office has been lacking lately. He makes sure to mention repeatedly that it would most likely work out if only they were given more funds to work with. The corrupt traitor will not be given anything. He's the head of the Corneli family. He would lose quite a lot of loyalty. And I would lose corruption, but I currently don't have corruption, so it would be a bad trade-off. Here, silver. I would lose some gold. He'd gain a little bit of loyalty, but also corruption. And he would gain coins. No, that's corrupt. No. Won't do it. Rhetoric and debate have raged for a full year. The Senate of Rome has reached a final stance on the matter of Magna Graecia. Drawing a sharp breath, the herald recites, "The Senate demands that Magna Graecia must belong to Rome. We gain enhanced militarization that reduces our diplomatic reputation and our war score cost is reduced. I may proceed to further mission tasks now." Okay. Let's pause things. Into Magna Graecia. Okay, first Tarentum needs to be owned. Where would be Tarentum? Making gains. Apulia is owned by us. Campania is owned by Rome. Task to fulfillment. Now, do I have a... Do I have a Casus Belli? No, apparently not. Tarentum is owned by Rome or one of the subjects. Is the fulfillment. Making gains, Apulia is owned, or control Campania. But I don't have any claims. I'm not quite sure if I do need to, if I do automatically get a claim or not. We have received an envoy sent by Consul Postumus Popilius, ruler of our subject New Syria. He offers our ruler his personal friendship. Yeah, why not? They're down there. I think this could be useful. They become friends. Will I get a thing here? Control Campania. The Punic menace. Long have our ancestors and senators mused upon the Carthaginian threat across the ocean. Recently, however, this threat has moved closer to home, as the city of Excess extends insidious tendrils into the heartland of Sicilia. Whilst we have not always seen eye to eye, an envoy from Syracuse tells us of the likelihood of impending war in Sicily once again, and begs our protection that all of Italia might be spared from the terror of foreign rule. This game of nations must be brought to an end. We are likely to be drawn into a war with Carthage. We will get military experience, or we lose popularity. Well, it needs to be brought to an end. Syracuse is quite big, so there might be a helpful ally up here as well. And what I'm going to do now, I don't know if it's a mistake, I don't know if there's a mission that's going to trigger. We need to fabricate a claim on Semnium. Maybe on this one. Okay, I can do it on the whole province. And this is actually going to take quite some time. That's super annoying. And Apulia. Okay, and on military lines. They have a casus belli against us. It's diplomacy. Oops, decisions, diplomacy. For us. Well, we actually do have casus belli. But there's just too much opposition. So I've actually wasted 20 points, to be honest. But that's okay, I guess. Let's declare war on Apulia. Let's take Apulia. Semnium will join. Syracuse won't. And Messapia. Well, let's go for it. Take Apulia, take Tarentum. Let's take Apulia. It will cost us 5 influence, that's okay. Here we go. Will I reach them on time? That would be quite nice. Let's speed things, let's slow things down, and it's quite a fight. Barely any losses, good. I'm really annoyed with the loss of 20 points. I should have paid closer attention to the tooltip. quickly pause. I need to evaluate the trade route. We have a surplus of 2, so we can accept. I'm going to let them fight because I need to take the fortress. And then we need to force them into a battle. I guess I can't go here, right? Or can I? Well, I can only go around, so I'm going to stay. I think it's imperative that this castle falls. They should be able to defeat those. Yeah, we do have numerical superiority. I still have some food, not that much to be honest. What's the terrain look like? Plains. Okay, I will lose this battle, that sucks. And I've lost here as well. But I think if this falls, I can march into this. Hills. Impassable. Okay, obviously if all of them attack me now, that would be a disaster. And it looks like that's exactly what they are trying to do. Luckily I've got lots of flanking guys. We are victorious. Stockpile disappears. It has come to our attention that a substantial amount of the state food stockpiles of the province of Latium have seemingly disappeared overnight. The whereabouts of the supplies are still debated. Some claim a group of assertive or Trigonian merchants swindled an incompetent clerk. Others that the vengeful gods spirited them away in anger. In any case, the reserves are severely diminished. We will just have to buy it back. Heads will roll. We gain cruel, gain some tyranny and lose food. They can always grow more, that doesn't make sense. Tyranny reduces primary culture happiness. And reduces the loyalty. But let's buy it back, we've got the funds now. Now this is another good fight for us. They've lost the double amount. And we are still about to win this. The vagaries of state. While the Senate was in session this afternoon, a little known man by the name of Sebastian stood to give a rousing speech on the subject of religious holidays. While his argument was ultimately unsuccessful, many heads were turned by the beauty of his oratory. Perhaps this is someone you ought to keep an eye on. It's only a 6 oratory skill. Troubling. He gains orator and prominence. 14%. In our last dice roll a 1, that obviously sucks. Siege status 4. 14 days. I'm going to run out of food. This really sucks. but I don't want to abort unless I really have to. Let's recruit something, and that's a supply train. It can last just a little bit longer before the army will starve to death. %14 chance is not that great. 3 days to... come on, that would be great. Okay, now I have the claim, that's so amazing. I think I need to abort, because otherwise they die. Can't have them die. Okay, they are resupplying. If I had had one donkey, it would have been enough. The Greeks of Masada have once again launched an expedition to explore beyond the Pillars of Heracles, no doubt searching for trading opportunities with barbarians. Their previous expedition seems to have yielded little in the way of results beyond some ravings about the tides and spurious tales of mythical islands. The ports are alive, chattering sailors spinning their yarns of the captain's record and how to handle the various horrific beasts that hide in the great ocean. And actually, I am going to send the fleet. Or let's actually take a look at what their fleet looks like. 3-6. We might be able to defeat them. Let's try to block their harbor over here. They are building a fortress. Okay, now they've got lots of troops and they are attacking. This might be tough. I've got the hill bonus. And I hope that the allies are now coming. Yes, they are. Okay, I've killed more of their guys. That's good. And they've lost 1,000 light infantry, super stupid light infantry. And they're going to lose even more. Okay. Now I don't have lots of food yet. There's not much food, I need to get more food. There's a good food stock. Oh, damn it. Building bridges. While there's always a certain degree of towing and forwarding between the incumbent leaders of Rome, Consul Publius Sempronius and so on, and his co-consul Publius are disagreeing more and more. Until now, the topics have been fairly minor and a little had effect on the state, but the rulers' differences are now threatening to spill into the public sphere. Whether as a result of personal animosity or mulish stubbornness, Publius has been organizing opposition to an ambitious public works bill promised in the election campaign of Publius, a matter close to his heart. The proposed legislation will authorize the construction of an aqueduct system serving the provincial hub of Veii in Latium, encouraging further growth and prosperity for years to come by ensuring the sanitation system and water supply are well maintained. It will be passed. He loses some. I will upset him, but I gain popularity and it will trigger an event chain. I prefer that. I want the long-term solution, which seems to be the aqueduct. Are they refueling? Yes. Following the few days of particular grueling debates in the Senate, the exact lay of the political landscape has been determined, and it seems Consul Publius will be able to pass his bill by calling in some old favors acquired over his political career. The co-consul is understandably vexed at such political gamesmanship and attempting to have the passage blocked on any ground possible. Going forward without good faith is sure to undermine the delicate balance of power in Rome. A risk that might not be worth taking when co-consul Publius could be persuaded to call off the dogs in return for a few promises. Call in all debts or promise him funds. Let's promise him some funds. That's not much, just 14. And yeah, for YouTube, the episode will continue, and this continues in the next episode, and the stream continues now. Thanks a lot for watching. Until then, bye for now.